Hi there, my name is Danny Wood and I'm going to share with you how to use video in real estate. And when we think of video in real estate, a lot of realtors picture they have to go out and get an HD video camera and it's going to be them who's on film, and that's so far from the truth. The reality is you can record anything you're looking at on your computer screen. So in order to do that, you use a program called Snagit. It's by TechSmith. Now, this totally removes you from the picture, which is one of the fears most realtors have. Plus, the consumers really don't care about you as a realtor. What they're looking for is whatever it is at that moment. It could be house values, it could be pre-construction condos, it could be whatever it is. You can make videos by looking at your computer screen and hitting record. So how we would do that is to give our sellers feedback and to respond to buyer inquiries, to create fresh content for our website, email drip plans, virtual area tours, team training, and more. So picture a person is on your website and they're looking at the house values, and we put up this roadblock where they have to give us name, phone number, email, and their address in order to get access. Well, they have in their head that if I just give phony name, phone number, and email and the real address, then I'll get the house values on the other end when I hit the submit button. Well, what you want to do is just use that Snagit program and make a video showing them the actions you want them to take and the benefits of doing it and how it's going to work. And you put that video above the form. So if it was a video above the house values form, you would say, hi there, if you're interested in the house values, we update the reports every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you want a copy of tomorrow's report, just fill in the form below or give me a call right now. My number is, and you give the number. It's a short little 20-second video, and all you had to do was go to your computer, select the area that you want to record, and hit the record button. So you would go to your website, to the house values page, hit record, and make a quick little video. When you hit the stop button, it says, what do you want to do? Put it on YouTube, or is it a private video? Well, for that one, I would put it on YouTube because you want people who are searching for house values. Now, it used to be that if you made a video, you would have to make the video, then you would have to save it on your computer, then you would have to do some editing, and then upload it as an attachment wherever you were putting it. Well, with this program, Snagit, it streamlines everything by allowing you to capture whatever it is you're looking at as a video, and then immediately put it on YouTube or as a private link. So an example of a private link would be your team training. It used to be a team operations manual, and it would be a dusty old binder that nobody ever looked at. And it would have the different duties for each department. So if you had a front desk person, it would have how to load the listing, how to do the monthly newsletter, how to do the labels and printing and all these other roles. Well, if this person is moving up and becoming an office manager or goes away on maternity leave, you're going to have to retrain those roles and duties, right? Well, normally when you're training somebody for the first time, you take them to a computer and show them how to do it. Well, all you would have to do is take them to the computer, show them, okay, this is how we load the listing, and you hit the record button. When you're done loading that listing, you save it as a private video so that only your staff has access to it, and now they have step-by-step training on that role. Same thing with if you're a team and you have buyer agents and they have to add leads to a certain follow-up system. Well, buyer agents, teams are always evolving. You're getting more people are coming and going, and you're always going to be retraining that. So when you train for the first time, whoever the buyer agent is, show them with the video, okay, this is how we add people to our follow-up system. Then when you get more buyer agents, they have access to those videos. Same thing as if you're a broker and you have a ton of new agents who are joining your company on a yearly basis. Well, if you're a franchise especially, you've got systems that, okay, this is how we log in to get access to our marketing, and this is how we log on to the contact management software that we provide you, and whatever other benefits your brokerage gives to the agents. It's usually computer-based because it's scalable. Well, it takes a lot of your resources as far as your staff's time on retraining new agents. Well, create an online step-by-step tutorial so that all your agents have access to that. Even simple things on, this is how we book showings in our area, because brand new agents have never booked a showing. you can have a brand new agent's video tutorial on all the basics of the business in your area. Now, this is the biggest reason of why all realtors would want to get Snagit, and it's for seller feedback. In most areas, it's like pulling teeth. I mean, you have a listing for sale, 5 buyer agents come through and show that property. You call all those buyer agents for feedback and they're not at the office, so you end up paging them, and then they don't call you back. I mean, unless you know them personally or they're bringing an offer, you seldomly have feedback. And that's the biggest complaint that the consumers have about us as an industry, is that once we list the property, we don't communicate enough with them. Well, one of the reasons for that is because we don't have the feedback to give. But that's not an excuse for you not to keep in touch with your seller. So you can just go to your company website or your own website if it has a map option with all the listings for sale. Draw the area that you want to record and hit the record and say something like this: hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, this is your local realtor here. I just want to update you that this is your home for sale right here. Now, 3 days ago, you might not have noticed, but these guys just got put on the market. They're $10,000 less than you, and they have a finished basement. So that's real competition. We're going to have to keep an eye on them. And as you're aware, this property was already put on the market before you were. We used it as a listing comparable to put a price on your home. Well, it's still showing as for sale, but it's actually sold conditional. So what that means is another buyer chose that property over your property, and we feel it's because of the positioning of the market. I'm going to follow up with you with a phone call after you watch this video. You stop the video, it saves it as a link, you put it in the email and send it off. Now the seller is not creating a story in their head that my realtor's not doing a good job, they're not even showing the property. That's another way you can use video, by the way, is maybe a week goes by and there's been no showings on the property. Well, you can go to your virtual tour platform. Normally it tracks how many people have looked at your listing. You could do a weekly feedback on that and say, okay, so there hasn't been any physical showings this week, but I've actually had the opportunity to show it to 375 people online last week. So you're showing them that you are working and that people are viewing the home. And if they're viewing the home online and not booking showings, maybe it's because of the positioning, right? So doing this video allows you to help create the story and educate them on what's reality. Because if you don't, they're just making things up in their head and sometimes they don't understand. Now, some of you have a geographic farming area, others of you work new construction, and this is a great way of leveraging video. If you're in new construction, there's no other competition. You're pretty much the agent who's representing those properties for now. So in a couple of years, once they start hitting resale, there's going to be a ton of realtors on the first page of Google regarding that address, that type of property, the name of that area, right? Well, if you're the first one in the gate, you might as well use Snagit. Just go to Google, type in the name of the area that you're representing, and make a generic video showing people this is where the construction's happening, and this is the new area, and this is the commercial area, and whatever it's about. YouTube is listening to the words that we use in our video, converting it from speech to text, and then it scans that text for the keywords. So if you had, if this was a new area and you said, hi, are you looking for all the houses, homes, and real estate for sale in the Coldstream Drive area of Oshawa, Ontario? Well, you found it. Just click the link below for that and the house values. And in that 30-second little bit, I just said all the main keywords. Now, you don't want to do a video like this for every street in your city because it'll be spammy. But if you're representing a new building area, you're going to be the only person other than that builder with the video. And it doesn't cost you anything to put these videos on YouTube, and then you get free organic traffic. And because you're not advertising one property specifically, like 123 street name, you don't have to take the marketing off the internet when the home sells, because you're not talking about one home, you're talking about the area.